So we're off and running with a 5-0 Dodger lead already here in the third inning. Mookie Betts at the plate. Muncy just unloaded with a big shot. Mile High Muncy, he's called, when he unloaded that into right field, deep and out of here, and suddenly, just like that, the Dodgers are on top 5-0. Mookie Betts waiting in. Sakano getting roughed up here. Pitches way outside for ball one on the sinker, and the count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Dodgers trying to get on the winning right track after being roughed up over the weekend series with the Brewers, losing 3 of 4 games. The 2-1 pitch on the way to Mookie Betts. Taken low for ball 3. Dodgers pitch selection in this little bit of the third inning has been much, much better. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Sagano. That was one of the emphasis things that Dave Roberts wanted the Dodgers to work on, pitch selection. The pitch is swung on and fouled back on the fastball, 3-2 count. Mookie waiting in. 3-2 the count to Mookie. Sagano, his 56th pitch on the way. Swung on in a high fly ball. Waiting there in center field to get it is Courage for out number 2. So 2 outs now. Kyle Tucker coming up, 0 for 1 with a flyout, hitting .232, 11 home runs and 54 ribbies. He had a tough weekend series going 0-4 against the Brewers. Was even booed yesterday when he couldn't catch that fly ball in right field. Pitch on the way is low for ball 1 on the cutter. So 1 ball. No strikes to Tucker. Dodgers 5, Rockies 0. We're in the top of the third. Sagano's wind up. The pitch is just a little outside on the sweeper. Tucker trying to get back on the right track. He plays much better when he's on the road, and tonight he's on the road, and the pitch is low for ball 3. So let's see if Tucker can get himself right situated in this 3-game series with the Rockies and then head on back home to take on the Pirates. 3-0 the count to Tucker. Dodgers 5, Rockies 0. The pitch, there's a high fly ball, and it'll be handled by the shortstop. Going out for it is Tovar. He'll make the catch, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the third inning. The score after 2.5 innings from Coors Field in Colorado, Dodgers 5, Rockies 0. Okay, so the Dodgers putting up a big 5 on the board, 5 runs, 5 hits against the Rockies. Okay, so for the Rockies, it'll be Amador, Sullivan, and Tovar coming up in the bottom of the third. Snell works the windup and the pitch is outside, a fastball for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Dodgers 5, Rockies 0. Rockies jumping all over the Rockies early in this game. Pitch is taken for a strike. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Amador waits in. The pitch swung on and missed on a curveball. 80-mile-an-hour curveball. Now the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Amador. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt with a curveball, and it's now 2-2. Two and two, the count to Amador. Hitting .500, 1 home run and 3 ribbies on the year. The pitch is low and in the dirt. The count is now full. Three and two, the count to Amador. The pitch on the way is just a little outside for ball 4, and Snell walks the leadoff man to start the third inning. So stepping up now, Sullivan, the catcher, from the left-hand side of the plate. Lefty-on-lefty action is taken outside. Oh, they got it. Strike. So this season, Brett Sullivan, 64 games, hitting .241, 7 home runs, and 26 ribbies. He's got a man on, trying to make something happen now for the Rockies, who desperately need to get back in this game, trailing 5-0. The 0-1 pitch is low on the fastball for ball 1. And the count is now 1-1. One on, no outs. We're in the third inning with a 5-0 Dodger lead. The pitch is taken just a little outside for ball 2 on the fastball. It's now 2-1. Waiting on deck is Tovar. The 2-1 pitch. Way low again on a curveball missing. It's now at 3-1. So Snell been given some big run support, something that a lot of the Dodgers haven't given to their starting pitchers of late. So let's see if Snell can take advantage of it. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back and out of play. Count is now full at 3-2. This is where Snell had the last hitter up, and he lost him. Amador, he gave him a walk. So count is full. Let's see if he can make good on this full count on his side, in his favor. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and fouled back. Count remains 3-2. And Snell has now thrown 30 pitches in this game. He's got to be careful not to let his pitch count get too high and away from him. Whoa. Robro is on a 15-day DL. Thanks for the news, JT, and welcome in. So Snell trying not to let this pitch count get away from him in this inning. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. No outs. He's got 1 on and yet another 3-2 count. Lost the first guy in Amador with a walk on a 3-2 count. Now he's got Sullivan up there fouling off a couple of pitches with a 3-2 count. No outs. We're in the third. He's already taken 7 pitches, has Sullivan, wearing up Snell's pitch count. There's another foul back and out of play. This is what the Dodgers were unable to do over the weekend series with the Brewers, is make those pitchers work. And they were going up there, first ball swinging at bad pitches. So today they've come out of the chute a lot better. Pitches just outside for ball 4, and he's walked the first 2 guys he's faced in the third inning. Not good. So Snell, with a 5-0 lead, is not doing what he should be doing up there. Should be blowing these guys down and making quick work of them with a 5-0 lead. Up comes Tovar. This season, Tovar in 114 games, hitting .208, 9 home runs and 37 ribbies. This would be a good guy to double up right here. Let's see if they can do it. 2 men on, no outs. We're in the third inning and a 5-0 Dodger lead. First pitch is taken for a called strike 1 on the fastball. Okay, maybe that will start to set Snell up on the right track. The 0-1 pitch, high, way high. Nice catch by Fiducia behind the plate. Count is now 1-1 on Snell's 35th pitch. So going into this inning, Snell had only thrown 2 balls. He's kind of let it get away from him, walking the first 2 guys he's faced. In fact, it was maybe too easy for him. Had 6 up and 6 down. Now he's got 2 men on and no outs. This pitch is way high on the fastball. Count is 2-1. So Wroblewski on a 15-day DL. Glasnow should be coming back fairly soon. 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's now 2-2 on the fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. We're in the third inning. Two on. The pitch, way high. And for the third consecutive batter, he's gone full count, 3-2. His pitch count is now up to 38 pitches. Maybe it was just too easy. Snell can't stand prosperity, leading 5-0, blowing down the first 6 guys he faced, and suddenly, with the bottom of the order, he's having trouble. Can you believe that? Now he's going to step off the rubber, and he started his motion. Rocky fans getting after him. Nobody out. A third consecutive hitter with a 3-2 count. He walked the first 2 guys. 5-0 Dodgers lead. Tovar to the plate. And the 3-2 pitch. High, ball 4. He's walked the first 3 guys he's faced out of the inning, losing them all to a 3-2 count. And now comes Mark Pryor out of the dugout to have a word with Snell. So pitching coach wants to find out what's going on. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Snell up there on the mound. First 2 innings were too easy for him. Gets a 5-run lead, and now he can't find the strike zone. Thanks for the update, JT, on Glasnow. So, Pryor is now going back to the dugout. Words have been spoken. The count is full. Nobody out, and up comes Jake McCarthy, the top of the order. He grounded out his first at-bat. So now the Rockies have a second go-around look at Snell. Let's see what they're going to come up with. This will be Snell's 40th pitch. Welcome in, Elliott. Something's definitely not right. Pitch is swung on and missed on the slider. Nobody in the bullpen warming up. 0-1 the count. Bases loaded. Dodgers 5, Rockies 0, but they got the bases loaded with no outs. They're swung on and fouled back on the fastball. It's now 0-2. McCarthy to the plate. Waiting on deck is Beck. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a little shot foul down the first base line. So Dodgers with a big 3-run home run by Muncy in the top of the third to give them that 5-run lead. And now Snell's out there determined to start giving some runs back unless he gets back on it. He's got an 0-2 count on McCarthy. Here's a little ground ball. They're going to throw it to Edman. He's going to shoot 2. Down to Betts for 1. In comes 1 run for the Rockies, and it's now 5-1. They get the force out, so there's only 1 out, and runners on first and third. So McCarthy is aboard on the fielder's choice. As Amador cruises on in for the run, and it's now 5-1. Third inning, 5-1 Dodgers lead. The pitch, there's a throw down to second. He's going to steal it. And now we have runners at second and third. Welcome in, Erica. Good to see you back. Pitch on the way is high, and he's now at second. Or Eric, let's see. I think it's Eric. Sorry about that. Eric Ariola. There you go, Eric. Much apologies to you. Okay, 44 pitches. Now the Rockies are going to challenge. They're going to lose this challenge on the strike call. And it's now 0-1. 5-1 Dodgers lead. Second and third, 1 out. 0-1 pitch. It's way high. Nice catch by Fiducia behind the plate. Otherwise, a run walks in. Snell's pitch count now is up to 45. Beck waiting in. There's a high fly ball. This will be easily caught, and it won't be far enough. If Fernandez in the left, he's going to make the catch. He's going to gun it in, and no way do they try to come home on that one. So runners will stay at second and third. Sullivan thought long and hard about it. Gonzalez, the third base coach, said, no way, don't run on him. And they didn't. So 2 outs now in the third. Runners remain at second and third with a 5-1 Dodger lead. And now comes Carriage to the plate. Let's see if Snell can get out of here with under 50 pitches. His 47th pitch on the way. His check swing. They're going to look over and say it was a swing on the curveball. Count is now 0-1. The count. Carriage, the center fielder, up to the plate now. Runners at second and third. 2 outs in the third. The pitch. There's a little number foul. Now it's 0-2. So now is the time for Snell just to shut the door on him and get out of here with a strikeout and end this inning. This next pitch will be his 49th pitch. So this is 30 pitches he's pitching here. The same thing happened to Scoobs yesterday, he threw 33 pitches in the second inning, and today Snell's thrown 30 in the third. Pitches, check swing, that'll do it. He's done with a curveball. So Snell strikes him out, gets out of there by throwing 31 pitches. The score after 3 complete innings in Colorado, Dodgers 5, Rockies 1. The crazy thing is, with all of that wildness that went on in that inning, Snell still pitching a no-hitter. So Rockies 1 run, no hits, and no errors. Dodgers 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. So that's what happens when you give up 3 consecutive walks. And the Dodgers now will send up in the 4th inning Tommy Edman, Teoscar Hernandez, and Fiducia. Catcher will be coming up. Let's see, and then, so those are indeed the 7, 8, and 9 hitters if anybody gets on Ohtani. So just as the Dodgers and Snell face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Rockies will now face the Dodgers 7, 8, and 9 hitters in this inning. 5-1 Dodgers lead. Big blow in that was the 3-run home run by Max Muncy. That was the furthest home run. They're clocking it about 430 feet or so. The furthest home run a Dodgers hit all year into right field. And the Dodgers benefit from that, leading 5-0 at the time. Rockies come back and score 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So that was a 4-run inning for the Dodgers. Welcome in, T-Mac. Let's go Dodgers is right. Okay, here we go. Pitch on the way is taken for a strike. You're right, Talk Radio. Pitch counts are comparable. Good call. 460 feet. Thanks for the correction on that. Appreciate it. 461-foot home run by Muncy. 0-1 the count. Sagano has thrown 62 pitches right now, and the sinker is taken low for ball 1. 1-1 the count to Tommy Edman. The pitch on the way is a high foul ball back and out of play on the slider, and the count is now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Edman at the plate. And Sagano, 64th pitch on the way. Way high on the fastball, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Sagano, when he was in Japan, won 2 what would be comparable to Cy Young Award wins, 2 Cy Young Awards in comparable to what that's called in Japan. He's there. So he's no slouch of a pitcher, put it that way. Pitches fouled away. Their version of the Cy Young, I should say. 2-2 the count to Edman. 5-1 Dodgers lead. And the crazy thing is, Snell is still pitching a no-hitter through 3 innings. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on. There's a line drive. It's going to be caught in the center field by Courage for out number 1 in the 4th inning. So now comes up Teoscar. So the Dodgers have their elite pitchers out there. They had Scoobs yesterday and Snead today. Once these guys get right, look out. But we've been saying that for a while now. The pitch on the way is swung on. There's a little ground ball hit sharply to the second baseman. He gloves it plenty in time and throws on over to first for the out. 4-3 put out. Norby to Rumfield. And that'll be Fiducia now coming up. 2 outs in the 4th inning. 2 outs in the 4th. Sagano trying to get back in this game. Hunter Fiducia trying to make more run separation. Pitch is taken for a called strike 1 on the curveball. Oh and 1 the count to Fiducia. 2 outs. We're in the 4th inning and a 5-1 Dodger lead. The pitch is low on the splitter for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Fiducia. So Sagano looks like he's started to settle in after giving up 5 runs early. The 1-1 pitch. There's a shot foul. Count is now 1-2 on his 70th pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch is check swing, strike out, curveball, down he goes, and that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 4th inning. The score after 3.5. Dodgers 5, Rockies 1. I'll be right back after this short timeout. Okay, back and better than ever, ready for the Rockies' bottom of the 4th inning. Let's see if they can finally get a hit off of Snell, who's pitching a no-hitter through 3 innings. It'll be Castro, Rumfield, and Norby for the Rockies. And if anybody gets on, Amador. Thank you so much, all of you, for tuning into this broadcast as I work on getting this channel going. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up button. If you're really enjoying it, subscribe to the channel. I have a live subscriber right above my head there. You can see it. The subscriber count is 3,089. So I see a few of you have taken advantage of that. Much appreciative of that, and a tip of the cap to you. So back to live action. Snell has 3 strikeouts, 4 more to go to get that free Jumbo Jack promotion of 7 strikeouts. Okay, so Snell now at the top of the mound, ready to go. And the pitch on the way is swung on and missed. Castro with a big swing, and it's now 0-1. Castro struck out in his first at-bat, hitting .261, 13 homers on the year. And Snell just threw his 50th pitch. Let's see if he can keep that pitch count way down low, make up for those 31 pitches in the last inning. Pitch swung on and missed, and it's now 0-2. So Snell got off to the wrong foot on the last inning, walking to first 3 guys he faced with walks after a 3-2 count. Let's see if he can blow him down right now and keep that pitch count low. The pitch on the way. Low curveball for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodgers 5, Rockies 1. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1. Welcome in, Brandon. Dodgers leading on a big 3-run home run by Muncy. They got 4 runs in the third inning thanks to a 3-run shot by Muncy to give them ahead the 5-run lead. Pitch is now 2-2 low. So Snell, after jumping out to an 0-2 count, suddenly going backwards. Has on the count. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Edman, waiting for it. Doesn't have to move a muscle. Throws over quickly to Freeman at first for the 4-3 putout. And just like that, the Rockies have 1 out. So 4th inning, 1 out. Dodgers 5, Rockies 1. Okay, hang in there, Brandon. If you want the Rockies to win, hang in there. Don't go away. You know this is Coors Field. Anything can happen. The pitch on the way is low for ball 1. Rumfield to the plate. 1 out. We're in the 4th. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's now 1-1 on the 90-mile-an-hour slider. Since June 10th, Rumfield, second in the National League, hitting .320 in 56 games. Here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Edman. Nice diving catch. Oh, picks it up, scrambles, can't get it. Dropped it, and Rumfield is aboard with an infield hit. I don't think they'll give him an error. Let's see how they score that. That was a hustle play for Edman to even get close to that ball. He gloved it. Then by the time he stood up, he grasped for it, dropped it, grasped for it again, dropped it again, and Rumfield was aboard. So now 1 out, 1 on. We're in the 4th inning, and that's the first hit of the game, so they will credit a hit and not an error. And up comes Norby, the second baseman. Pitch is swung on and missed. Big swing. 5-1 Dodgers lead. Rockies managed to walk around a run. That now I see it. Now I get it. That's why you call them the Walkies, because they got 1 run with 3 walks. Get it. I'm a little slow there, Brandon. Thank you for getting that to me. The pitch on the way swung on and missed. It's now 0-2. So the Walkies. Okay, 0-2 the count now to Norby. Snell's 60th pitch will be coming on this next pitch. 0-2 the count. 1 out. Let's see if he can blow this guy away on this pitch and not waste too many of these pitches. There's a shot line drive. It's going to drop in front of Hernandez in left. By the time he picks it up, there's 2 Rockies on. First and second base with 1 out. One out, 4th inning, now 2 on with a 5-1 Dodger lead. Oh yeah, that's right. There was that's going way back, JT, on that. Yeah, they used to have to cross over. Some people didn't even have it in their state. There's a pitch taken for called strike 1. Yeah. They would even have to go over to their state, cross state lines just to get the Coors beer. 0-1 the count. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Amador walked his first time up, and he's the one that came around and scored the lone run. Now he's up there on an 0-2 count. Let's see if Snell can do what he failed to do in Amador's first at-bat, and that's strike him out. 5-1 Dodgers lead. We're in the 4th inning. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Low curveball for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to Amador. The 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled up in the right field stands, or right side of the field. One and two, the count to Amador. 2 on, 1 out. Rockies desperately trying to get back in this game. Pitch is low. They're going to call him a strike. Boom, punched him out. Very low. Umpire thought long and hard about it before punching him out. So that's the second out in the 4th inning. So now there's 2 outs, 2 on a nice pitch by Snell right there at the knees. And the ump took a long and hard look at it and then rung him up. So that 97-mile-an-hour fastball was what got him. Left him frozen in time. Now up to the plate is Sullivan. He also walked. Now Snell's gotten into the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. These are the guys that wrecked him in the last inning and all walked, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, and scored a run on them. Let's see if he can make revenge. He got revenge on Amador. Let's see if he can get after Sullivan now. Snell, 67th pitch on the way, is low for ball 1 on the curveball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockies down to their last challenge. They only have 1 left. Dodgers still have both of their challenges left. The 1-1 pitch on the way is in the dirt. Curveball for ball 2. Colorado Rockies 266 with runners in scoring position, 6 in the National League, 0 for 4 tonight. Let's see if the Dodgers can keep that to 0 for 5 right here with a put out of Sullivan. There's a high pop-up. Moving over is Muncy. He's there in foul territory, looking, holding out. He's got it, and that'll do it. So they're now 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, and that'll do it for the Rockies. At the end of 4 complete innings, it's the Dodgers 5, Rockies 1. And Snell's now thrown 69 pitches in 4 innings of work. So that comes out to a little more than 17 pitches an inning. He's going to need to bring that down. That 31 pitch 3rd inning wrecked him. Messed up his pitch count. He needs to get back on track on that. So coming up for the Dodgers, the top of the order, Ohtani, followed by Freeman, and then Pages. So Freeman's been hitting in the number 2 slot the last 2 games against the Brewers, and now he finds himself in that number 2 slot again for the 3rd straight game. Dodgers wound up losing those 2 games, not blaming Freddie Freeman on that, and putting in the 2 spot, just reporting what has happened. If you wonder, has it paid dividends? Have they been winning because of it? So that's what it is. So let's see if the Dodgers can get on the right track of that now. They're ahead 5-1, just got to hold off the Rockies to keep things going. So the Dodgers got roughed up over the weekend series, losing 3 of 4 games. And this may be just what the doctor ordered, having them face the Rockies, who are at 50 wins and 74 losses, at 23.5 games behind the Dodgers. So Ohtani now comes in, swinging in, left-hand side of the plate. Let's see what Ohtani's going to do. And Sagano facing his fellow countryman. The pitch on the way is taken low. Oh, they're going to call out a strike on the cutter. So 71st pitch is a strike. Ohtani 1 for 2 with a single and scored a run. His 21-game hit streak at Coors Field, keeping that alive. Sagano's pitch. Swung on. There's a high fly ball. Back goes center fielder to the wall. It's gone. Home run, Ohtani, and it's 6-1 lead for the Dodgers. Big gong on for that guy. That is Shohei's 28th home run. Puts the Dodgers, that was 428 feet on Sagano's 73rd pitch. And bang the drums for him as well. So Dodgers now get that 5-run cushion back. That's good. That's what they needed. And Sagano just thought he started to turn the corner and get things in grasp. Nope. His fellow countryman takes him deep to dead center field for his 28th home run, 4th career home run versus Sagano. And Shohei's grinning from ear to ear on that one in the Dodger dugout. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Freeman. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to Nobar at second. He'll pick it up. Nobi throws over to first baseman Rumsfeld in time on the 4-3 putout. And there's one out, and up comes Andy Pages. The pitch swung on. First ball down the line and in the left field corner. Way over there to chase it down is McCarthy. By the time he gets it, steaming into second base, standing up, is Pages with a double. Okay. Need that big run lead here. Remember, it's because the fact that Snell's thrown a lot of pitches, not sure how long he's going to be around in this game, and you don't want to give the Dodger bullpen anything too slim of a lead that they can easily lose. So more runs the better, particularly in this field, again in this ballpark. So he comes through for you, Ken. Come on, Pages, and he gets his wish. Pitch is low. Thank you, Talk Radio. Appreciate you joining on this broadcast. Hope to see you around for a future broadcast, Talk Radio. Pitch on the way is swung on and fouled away on the sinker. Count is now 1-1 to Muncy. Muncy hit that big 3-run home run in the third inning to get the Dodgers off and running. Even though they already had a couple of run lead, still solidified that lead with a 5-run lead at that time. 5-0, in fact, at that time. The pitch is a ground ball hit. Oh, he boots it. Norby at second base, and aboard is Muncy. So thank you very much. Pages moves over to third. So Norby kind of maybe too nonchalant and casual. The ball just ran up his glove and booted it, and Muncy's aboard. So that'll be an error on the second baseman, E4. Muncy cruises on into second base. So now we got runners at first and third, one out. And the Dodgers looking for more runs, and up comes Mookie Betts. Pitch is swung on and missed. What happened there to the second baseman, Norby? Similar to what happened to Edman in yesterday's game when he tried to backhand that ball and it ran up his arm and went into right field, and a couple of runs scored for the Brewers. So been there, done that. Sagano's 81st pitch is taken for a ball. It's now 1-1 to Mookie. Fifth inning, one out. Dodgers 6, Rockies 1. Pitches down outside on the splitter. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike to Betts. Runners at first and second, 1 out. We're in the 5th inning. Sagano's getting roughed up pretty good here by the Dodgers. This pitch is fouled back and out of play. That was his 83rd pitch. Two and two the count to Betts. Now we get some action warming up in the Rockies bullpen. It'll be Juan Mejias starts to throw, the hard-throwing right-hander. 2-2 pitches in the dirt. It's now a 3-2 count on the splitter with one out. 6-1 Dodgers lead. Shohei just parked that one in deep center field, giving the Dodgers the 6-1 lead on the solo shot. Three and two the count to Mookie. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply down second baseman. He boots it. By the time he picks it up, throws over. Still got him at first on the 6-3 putout. So Tovar, a little bit too, he had enough. That ball was hit so hot and sharply to him, he did have the time to pick up and regain himself. Meanwhile, Pages scores from third. It's now 7-1. So not bad. Dodgers will take it, one out for one run, leading 7-1 now as the Muncy now moves over to second. So Dodgers get 2 runs in this inning, and up comes Kyle Tucker. Tucker, since July 25th, bases empty, hitting .237, but he's got a man on. So the pitch is taken for called strike one. Tucker 0 for 2. Trying to get right back on this track. He was roughed up in the series against the Brewers at home. Went 0 for the whole series. The pitch is low for ball one. On the slider, it's now his 87th pitch. So this figures no doubt to be Sagano's last inning of work. Trailing 7-1. Muncy at second. 2 outs. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Tucker desperately trying to get back on track. Had a rough series. Even dropped a fly ball out there crashing up against the right field wall. They say Tucker hits much better on the road. Well, today he's 0-2. He's a high fly ball. Tucker just tosses his bat aside because this will be an easy catch in center field for Courage, and he'll make the out, and that'll do it. The score after 4.5 innings in Coors Field, Dodgers 7, Rockies 1. Coming up for the Rockies in the 5th inning, it'll be Tovar, McCarthy, and Beck. So you're right, Ken. You have all the right to feel that way. Show us the money. We're paid a lot of money. 2 big high-priced free agents in Tucker and Diaz, and the Dodgers haven't got any money's worth out of either one of them for the most part. Tucker did have one good game about a couple of weeks ago. He kind of carried the team in that one game. But those kind of games seem too few and far between when you're paying a man as much money as he's getting with that big, hefty contract he signed in the offseason. So let's see how Snell will do in this inning. Let me give you what is his line looking like so far. In 4 innings of pitches, he's pitching. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So it's those 3 walks that killed him, where he lost the shutout, having the first 3 guys he walked in the 3rd inning. That's how the Rockies got their run. They just got the bases loaded and gotten 1 guy in. And that's where the Rockies got their solo run. Dodgers have 3 home runs in this game. 1 by Shohei, a 3-run shot by Muncy. So Shohei Ohtani starter series bobblehead August 22nd. That's a Saturday night. If you're interested in that bobblehead against the Pirates, head on out to Dodger Stadium. The pitch is swung on and missed. Big swing and a miss by Tovar. Tovar walked in his first at-bat. Snell's 71st pitch on the way, fouled back and out of play. So he's averaged a little more than 17 pitches each inning, has Snell. Let's see if he can keep that pitch count way low in this inning and maybe get to go out there in the, well, he should be able to go out there in the 6th. If he just does a 15-pitch inning here, he'll get to go out in the 6th and possibly even the 7th. 0-2 the count to Tovar. High fly ball waiting under it is going out is Betts. He's waiting. He's got it in shallow left field, very close to Teoscar. Two of them slap hands on the catch. So 1 out. Mookie covering a lot of ground on that one to make the catch in shallow left field. So not bad. He 3 pitches, he got 1 out. Let's see if he can continue the trend here. Jake McCarthy to the plate, 0 for 2, grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. That's what allowed the run to come in. It was a fielder's choice, and Amador, who had walked, came in running to score that run. That was in the 3rd inning. We're now in the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Dodgers lead. So Snell, 0-1 pitch is low, came out like a bat out on fire. He first 2 innings got the Rockies out in order, and he only threw 9 pitches in each inning. Then he was wrecked in that 3rd inning. He threw 31 pitches. He came back in the 4th inning, threw 20 pitches. The 0-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed on the changeup and fouled away. Check that. So it's 0-2. Got a little bit of that. Count is 0-2 to McCarthy. 1 out. We're in the 5th inning. Let's go, Snell. Get it together right here. Pitch is swung on. Now it's a swung on and miss on the slider, and there's 2 outs. So 2 outs. We're in the 5th inning. 7-1 Dodgers lead. Now Snell has thrown 76 pitches, so much better. He has only thrown 7 pitches in this inning. Let's get the first guy to go first ball swinging and get out of this inning right here. Up is Beck on Snell's 77th pitch is taken for called strike 1 on the fastball. Very good, Money Man. Thank you. That's right. I looked over at that. 3,092 pitches low and outside. I just actually started, Money Man, getting this channel on fire in the last 28, the last month I've gotten over 200 subs. So channel's heading in the right direction. The 1-1 count to Beck is way outside for ball 2 on the fastball. So once again, thank you all of you who tune in. Tip of the cap to you for choosing this channel. I know there's many other channels to go to, and I do appreciate you checking this out. The 2-1 pitch is taken for a called strike 2. So now Snell's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. His 80th pitch on the way. There's a high pop-up out there waiting. If it is Tucker and right, he'll make the catch, and that'll do it. So a big applause for Snell. He gets out of here throwing 80 pitches. So that'll bring down his pitch count. The score after 5 complete innings, Dodgers 7, Rockies 1. And for the Dodgers, Coming up, it will be Edman, Hernandez, and Fiducia. So the bottom of the order, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up. Just wanted to check on one little thing here. Snell has thrown, let's see, so we had 80 divided by 5. So 16. Okay, so he's now got the pitch count down to 16 pitches per inning with his 80th pitch there to get out of that 5th inning. He's now officially the pitcher of record. So let's see. He should be able to, no doubt, if he does good work here, go out there for the 6th inning. And if he does really good work, possibly the 7th. Tomorrow night's game, again, same start time, 5:40 start time in Los Angeles and 6:40 start time in Colorado. If you're enjoying the channel, hit the like button. That'll bring in more people in here. That's what the like button does. It kind of, YouTube forces the channel out to other venues of people that may be interested in this search on their algorithms. And if you really like my play-by-play, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 3,092. You can see the head count. Oh, it just flipped right now. 3,093. Thank you very much. 3,093. Big gong to that guy, to all of you, for tuning in to the channel. Okay, back to live action. We got a new pitcher on the mound now for the Rockies. So Sagano is sayonara. And it'll now be Mejia is up. First pitch on the way to Edman is taken for called strike 1. We're in the 6th and a 7-1 Dodger lead. Pitch is way high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch swung on and fouled back and out of play. So Juan Mejia, 6'3", 210-pounder out of the Dominican Republic on the mound now. 1-2 the count to Tommy Edman. Pitch is way inside on the fastball for ball 2, and 2-2 is the count. (7-1) Dodgers lead. Pitch is swung on. It's gonna drop. Yes, it drops just beyond the grasp of the second baseman Norby, who goes out to shallow right field to retrieve it, and Tommy Edman's aboard with a base hit. So nicely played, hit him where they ain't, and that's exactly what Edman did on that one, as Norby went out, gave it a big swipe trying to grasp it, but came up empty, and Edman's aboard. We're in the 6th inning. First leadoff guy, the leadoff man is on, and up comes Teoscar. Pitches way outside. Dominican on Dominican. Now we saw fellow Japanese guys, countrymen going at it. Now we have a DR and a DR at the plate. Okay, 1 ball, no strikes to Teoscar. The pitch swung on and missed on the sweeper. 1-1. So Ohtani getting the best of his fellow countryman. Let's see what Teoscar can do to his fellow countryman Mejia on the mound. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed on the fastball. Now the count is 1-2. No outs, 6th inning. Tommy Edman just got a base hit. Nice crowd on hand, panning around the stadium here in Coors Field. So they even had at one point a chant, "Let's go Dodgers." So many Dodger faithful may have made the road trip to this game. It appears there's a pitch. It's a high fly ball out there in left field waiting under. It's McCarthy to the warning track to make the catch. And Tommy Edman will retreat. No, he'll tag up and go to second. Oh, nice one by Tommy Edman. Heads up. Okay, good. Now he's in scoring position. Remember, he can never have too many runs in Coors Field, and no doubt Dodgers know that. That's why with that deep, deep fly ball to the warning track, they took full advantage of it. Okay, up to the plate now comes the catcher, Fiducia. 1 out, we're in the 6th with a man in scoring position, waiting on deck, Shohei. Pitch is low for ball 1 on the sweeper. One ball, no strikes. The pitch just right down the middle on the fastball. It's 1-1. Hey, welcome in, 504. 504, I think that's New Orleans area code. I'm almost certain. Here we go. The 1-1 count. The pitch is taken for called strike 2. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Fiducia trying to bring home Edman at second. The pitch, there's a ground ball hit sharply down the first baseman, run field, underhands to Mejia. So that'll be a 3-1 put out. There's 2 outs now. And moving over to third is Tommy Edman on that little number. And now with 2 outs, up comes Shohei. Shohei has had a nice game with a big home run. Also scored 2 runs. On his last at-bat, he hit that to dead center field. So Shohei, 2 for 3 with a single and a solo home run. He scored 2 runs in this game. The pitch swung on and missed. A big swing on the sweeper by Mejia. And it's now 0-1. Pitch is low for ball 1 on the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Edman away from third base. 2 outs. We're in the 6th inning with a 7-1 Dodgers lead. The 1-1 pitch is just a little outside with a fastball. It's now 2-1. Welcome in, Gus. Good to see you aboard on the in the chat. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ohtani. The pitcher's a high fly ball. Ohtani's not even getting out of the batter's box. This one's way out and gone. Ohtani knew it as soon as he hit that ball. He didn't even move, and they're jumping for joy in the Dodger bullpen. Big gong to that guy. Shohei, 2-run home run, his 29th, his 2nd of the game, and that one went 452 feet, just 9 feet shy of the record hit by Muncy when he went 461 earlier. Give Shohei his bongos as well. Nine to 1 Dodgers lead. So a 9-1 Dodger lead on the 2-run shot by Shohei. So this is just what the doctor ordered, a trip to Colorado to get healthy after losing 3 of 4 games to the Brewers. So it was caught in the bullpen by a Dodger pitcher, so that's why all the joy. So it's a double joy, not only for the fact that Ohtani hit it, but the Dodger pitcher caught it in the bullpen into deep center field over the wall. There's a pitch swung on, hit by down the line and in the corner by Freeman. He's running around first and chugging into second base with a stand-up double as McCarthy retrieves it and throws it in. Mejia's been rocked after 20 pitches in this game. He thought he was going to get out of it. He was cleared to get out of this inning, and they pulled him right back in with a 2-run shot by Ohtani and now a double by Freeman. 2 more subs to get 100, 3,100. Any 2 people out there out of the 172 that haven't subscribed, give it a subscribe. Push me over the 100 mark. Anyways, back to live action. Dodgers, 9 runs and 10 hits and no errors. The Rockies, 1 run and 2 hits and 1 error. So, most doubles all-time, Freddie Freeman, 575. It's a 24th on the all-time double list. Next up, Wade Boggs. He's going to be getting with his next double. He'll catch him. The pitch is a sweeper for a strike to Pages. So let's see if the man from Dominican Republic can punch out the guy from Cuba. The 0-1 pitch on the way up. They're going to vacate. Everybody leaves. Umpire, there's a timeout. No balls, 1 strike to Pages. Okay, the 0-1 pitch to Pages swung on and fouled back. The count is now 0-2. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on. There's a sharp ground ball. Base hits whacked into center field. Rounding second, third. Coming home to score easily is Freddie Freeman standing up. And it's a 10-run Dodger. 10-1 Dodger lead. Okay, so 2 outs, 1 on, and the Dodgers have done all this with 2 outs. Mejia thought he was out of the inning. They scored, let's see, the score was 7-1 to start this inning, so they've gotten 3 runs in this inning. A 2-run shot by Ohtani, and now that double to bring in Freddie Freeman. Muncy to the plate, walked and hit that 3-run home run. The 1-0 pitch is taken for called strike 1. It's now 1-1 on that sweeper. The pitch is low for ball 2 to Muncy. Thank you very much. We're now over that 100th shot. It's 3,101 subscribers. Back to live action. 2-1 count to Muncy. Dodgers 10. Rockies 1. Pitches inside. Not being sarcastic or facetious, but I wonder if Roberts will throw Edwin Diaz out there in this game. Get him some work, some confidence. Maybe not in a park like Coors Field. Who knows? We'll see what happens. 3-1 the count. There's a shot. Base hit whacked into center by Muncy, and we got 2 men on. And Mejia continues to get battered around. He's thrown 28 pitches in this inning. He's given up 3 runs. He came in. And let's see, the bullpen, TJ Shook is warming up. So the man from Dominican Republic is certainly not the answer. Not putting it all on him. He inherited a 7-1 deficit anyway. He just may be their Irving Cole. Mookie Betts to the plate. The pitch is taken for called strike 1 on the sweeper. So 2 outs, 2 on, 10-1 Dodger lead. Dodgers have come alive in the 5th inning with 2 runs, and the 6th inning with 3. They got a big 4 in the 3rd. Pitch swung on and fouled back by Mookie. It's now 0-2. That was Mejia's 30th pitch of the game. And this will be his 31st of this inning, so he will tie Snead for most pitches in an inning on this one right here. There's his 31st. There's a pitch that'll be fouled back and out of play. And if they allow him to pitch this pitch, he will surpass Snead in that department. Okay, 0-2 the count to Betts. 10-1 Dodgers lead. Hello from Idaho. Welcome in, slow driver. Good to see you. Welcome into the channel. The 0-2 count on the way. It was way high. A little bit of a chin music there to Mookie on his 32nd pitch. Now the question is, will this break be too long and Snead will have stiffened up? 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, there's a shot hit out to center field. Waiting there is Carriage for the out and the catch, and that'll do it. The score. So is Kyle Hurt. There you go. Kyle Hurt was the one that caught that ball in the outfield when Ohtani hit it out there. So he's the big winner in the bullpen. I guess they have some type of a maybe game, whatever series going on between the pitchers. Who can catch a home run ball? And Kyle Hurt's the leader in the clubhouse on that one. The score after 5.5 innings, Dodgers 10, Rockies 1. The Dodgers have 12 hits so they've really managed to get the maximum almost out of the minimum there. 10 runs on 12 hits. The Rockies 1 run on 2 hits. So Snell will no doubt be going out there for the 6th inning. Welcome in, Rico. You're right, those bats got to stay hot. They were quite cool by the Brewers. They got 2 more games here in Colorado before having a day off on Thursday, and then they return home to take on the Pirates for a very short 3-game homestand, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Los Angeles to take on the Pirates, and then head on out to the road. Kind of a funny schedule. A lot of Dodger fans in attendance in Colorado. There was a chant, "Let's go Dodgers," at one point in the game early on. And no doubt they are quite pleased at what they're seeing. Okay, Snell now on the mound, ready to go. He's only given up 2 hits through 5 innings. See if he can keep it going. But he's thrown 80 pitches. The pitch is swung on. There's a first ball. Oh, nicely played by Edman behind. Throws over to get him. What a big league play that was. He just snatched the ball, moving right behind second base and shallow in the grass part of the infield, right behind second, and kind of threw almost not even looking to first base. Let me see that again. Oh, he just whirled through and gunned it. And Freeman reached out and caught it with a marvelous play by Edman and Freeman. Freeman to stretch and get that just before the hustling base runner can make it there, and there's 1 out. Pitch to Castro is swung on and fouled back. So there's 1 out. So that was a center fielder Carriage there that totally got robbed on that one. 0-1 the count to Castro, and it's now taken low for ball 1. That was a big league shortstop play right there. Pitch on second base play. Big league play at second base by Edman. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Castro. We're in the 6th inning with 1 out on the dazzling play by Edman to get Carriage running down the first baseline. Here's a pitch. It's a high fly ball moving over is Freddie Freeman in foul territory. He's there. He's got it. 85th pitch by Snell, so he's only thrown 5 pitches in this inning. And he's got 2 outs. So if he can make this guy get out, he might be able to go out there in the 7th. We'll see what Doc Dave Roberts says on it. 85 pitches, so his pitch count was way out of whack. But thanks to the last couple of innings, he's kind of managed to put himself back in position there to possibly come out for another inning. Here's a pitch, boy, big swing and a miss by Rumsfeld on the slider. Warming up in the bullpen is Vesia. He got roughed up yesterday. So maybe now's a chance for Doc Roberts to kind of rehabilitate the bullpen with a 10-1 lead. We'll see how he's going to play it. The pitch, a big swing and a miss again. It's 0-2 on the slider. So one strike away from shutting the door on the Rockies. That was his 87th pitch. Calling the game from Los Angeles. Thank you very much, Ken. The 0-2 pitch. Just low for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on. There's a shot up the middle. Nice smother play by Betts. He throws up. Oh, got him! Wouldn't you believe that? Right at the same place where Edman dazzled us earlier with the first out. Mookie Betts does it the other way, diving to the left side, getting up from his knees, throwing, and Freeman digging it out of the dirt, going down to his knees to glove it and throw him out. What a masterful play by the shortstop and the second baseman in that inning. Throwing their gloves in the leather at the Rockies in a 10-1 game just doesn't seem right or fair at all. When you've got the hits and now you're throwing out the leather to get them out. So that'll do it for the Rockies in the 6th inning. The score after 6 complete innings, Dodgers 10, Rockies 1, and the Dodgers will be bringing up Tucker, Edman, and Teoscar. So that'll be their 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters coming up in the order. And let's see. Has everybody gotten a hit but Tucker? Let's see. Let me check my hits here. Teoscar and Fiducia. Okay. So he's not the only one on the outside looking in. There's 2 others with Tucker. Guy, because when you see 12 hits, you got to figure, does everybody have at least one? So Ohtani has 3 hits. Freeman has 2. Pages has 3. Muncy has 2. Betts and Edman each have 1 hit. Okay, so that's the breakdown, how it looks. And that figures to be the last inning of work for Snell. Let's look at his totals here. He went 6 innings. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned run, 3 walks. That's how come he lost the shutout. He walked 3 guys to start the inning in the 3rd inning, and one of them came around to score. 5 strikeouts, leaves with a 3.60 ERA. So outside of those 3 walks, it would have been a really strong pitching performance by Snell, but still, nonetheless, 2 hits. I'm not going to complain. He went 6 innings and did his job nicely behind 10-run support by the Dodgers. Pitch is a ground ball hit sharply down to the second baseman, Nobar. First ball swinging was Tucker for the 4-3 putout over to Rumfield. So Snell went through 90 pitches. So not bad. He recovered nicely from 50 pitches in 2 innings, 31 in 1 inning and 20 in the next. 90 pitches divided over 6, 15 pitches an inning. Okay, good job, good work. Tommy Edman comes up. We're in the 7th inning, 1 out, 10-1 Dodger lead. Edman is 1 for 3 with a single and a run. The pitch is taken for a strike, and all of that. Shook is now pitching. I've neglected to say that in all of that excitement that took place. So we got a new pitcher in there for the Rockies. Pitches ball. Now they're going to challenge and see what they got here. Meanwhile, TJ Shook. He's a 28-year-old, 6'4", 270-pounder out of Columbia, South Carolina. So the call's overturned, and it's now 0-2. So Rockies win one battle there. The pitch is outside for ball one on the changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Edman. Shook. Looks in, gets the sign from Sullivan behind the plate. The 1-2 pitch. There's a poked high fly ball out to the left fielder, McCarthy. He's under it for the out. There's now 2 outs. Nobody on in the 7th. So what you saw from the Dodgers was textbook play on how to play second base and shortstop, looking at those 2 masterful plays pulled off by both men in almost exactly the same spot of the field. Okay, pitch is high. They're going to call that, no, they're going to call that a strike on the check swing. Teoscar 0 for 3, flew out in the 6th inning, and he's got an 0-1 count on him right now. Pitch is high for a fastball for 1-1. You're right, Ken. So sad to see him. What can you do? He got booed, in case you missed it, yesterday against by his home fans. Here's a pitch taken for called strike 2. He's been a much better player on the road, but tonight you wouldn't have guessed it. He's 0 for 3. Meanwhile, Teoscar is 0 for 3, and the pitch is high. Fastball, it's 2-2 count to Teoscar. 2 outs in the 7th inning. Teo is due. The pitch swung on and missed on the changeup, fouled away on the changeup. 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes to Teoscar. The pitch swung on and missed, and down he goes. The Dodgers are done in the top of the 7th inning. The score after 6.5, Dodgers 10, Rockies 1. I'll be back after this very short timeout. It's time for another life slower, take a quick break now. Another life slower to be right back. Giving you play by play, action, plays again now. Another life slower is big break now. Another life slower is back. You live the fast and play by play when another life slower is back. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long, Michigan. Never last long, Michigan. It's time for never last romance to take a quick break now. Never last long, I'll be right back. Giving you great play-by-play action. So please hang there. But never last moment in a real quick break now. You hear the best and play by play. But they play gon' say it quite a fuck about me. You know. Okay, so we move to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Rockies. See who they have coming up. They'll have Norby, followed by Amador and Sullivan. Amador is the guy he was the guy that led off the 3rd inning and got walked and came around to score on 2 other walks. That was actually a little fielder's choice. So now we got Vesia out on the mound. Call to the bullpen. Vesia is now on the mound. The pitch is high for ball 1. So Snell, as I figured, his work was done with 90 pitches and gave up only 2 hits. Vesia comes in here with a 1-1 record, got roughed up in his last outing. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on. There's a high fly ball. Tucker coming in right field under it to make the... Oh, dropped it! Can you believe that? That's exactly why I wait. And cruising over to second base is Norby on that one. As he went to his knees, there's not a bright sun. Yesterday he was fighting a bright sun out in right field. It might be time for him to take a day off. I remember earlier in the year he was having a tough go at it. They set him down. I don't know if it was an injury they said he had. Then he came back a little bit better. But now, after that play yesterday, he's 0-4 against Milwaukee. He's 0-4 against the Rockies. He's dropped a ball yesterday. A ball ate him up in the outfield, banging up against the wall. And now he's beside himself with a head down in right field, staring out with that glazed look like he's seen a ghost. Not a good sight to see, but the Dodgers do lead 10-1. It's not like it's a 1-0 game. 0-1 the count to Sullivan. To Amador. There's a ground ball hit sharply. To Betts. He throws over to Freddie Freeman in time. Meanwhile, the man that benefited from that dropped ball moves over to third base. So Norby's at third. And Norby's at third, one out in the seventh. Vesia, lefty on lefty action now, facing Sullivan. The pitch is just a little outside for ball one. So, Money Man, not going to argue with you there. How profound that a guy named Money Man is ripping on a guy who has a lot of money. Here we go. Pitch swung on and missed. Cody Bellinger, should you trade for him? Good question there, Elliot. I like that little right fielder that the Diamondbacks had, Corbin. I was impressed with him. Pitch is swung on and missed. Sullivan. He was a real go-getter and a hustler. So 1-2 the count to Sullivan. The pitch is outside. People talk about Dodgers ruining baseball, going out and paying and getting everybody. Look, they paid for two big busts in the offseason in Tucker and Diaz. Nobody's talking about that. So you don't always get it right just because you spend a lot of money. Look at the Mets. There's a shot line drive to Tucker. Second chance. He'll make the catch here. He's going to throw to the plate and diving head first. The throw is in there. Oh, he dived and made it. What a nice throw by Tucker in the outfield. But diving just under it to be safe and score the second run for the Rockies is Norby. So Norby, he is safe at the plate, but it was a good rifle of an arm on that catch. I think he was maybe kind of surprised that he would challenge him. Yep, he was safe. No doubt about that, but still a nicely placed throw from right field. So in 2022, he won the American League Gold Glove in right field. Pitches a high fly ball in left field. Hustling over left field is Teoscar. Teoscar makes the catch in left field to end the inning. The score after 7 complete, Dodgers 10, Rockies 2. That was a bit of a rocky inning for me calling it. I feel your pain there, Kyle Tucker. I'm calling right field, left field, right field. Don't know what's going on in a 10-2 game. Hang in there. 2 more innings to go. So, for the Dodgers, coming up, let's see what we got. We got Fiducia, the catcher, followed by Ohtani, and then Freddie Freeman. And if anybody gets on, let's see, it should be Max Muncy if I'm remembering. Nope, I'm wrong. Pages. Okay, so we got Fiducia, Ohtani, and Freeman and Pajes if anybody gets on. Tucker's an undercover Rocky. He's playing for the other team. He's robbing the Dodgers without a ski mask. So all the comments are coming in on Tucker. Welcome in, Gus, and a pleasant bit of lots of luck to the Southgate High on your team. Dodgers 10 runs on 12 hits. The old adage, when you score a lot of runs in one inning, you struggle to get a run the next game. Let's hope that's not the case for the Dodgers in tomorrow's game. So it'll be Shook going out there again in his second inning of work. Pitch is taken outside for ball 1 to Fiducia. Fiducia 0 for 3, grounded out in the 6th inning. We are in the 8th inning now. The 1-0 pitch taken right down the middle for a fastball and strike 1. One and one. Swung on and missed. No, there's no performance clause, JT. I don't think so. Oh, you mean like incentives if he maybe hits X amount of home runs or something. But, God, when you get that big of a contract, you shouldn't be allowed to put one in there. You should be embarrassed to put one in there if you're a agent even asking or a player even accepting that. So 1-2 the count to Fiducia. Thanks again to all of you for tuning in to this game, even though it's a blowout. Thank you for tuning in. 2-2 the count to Fiducia. We're in the 8th inning, no outs. There's a high fly ball hit by Fiducia out in right field, coming over to make the catch is left field, McCarthy for the out. So McCarthy makes that catch in left center field, and up comes Shohei. It's been a big night for Shohei. Shohei in 4 at-bats has 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. He scored a couple of runs. It's been showtime, Shohei in Coors Field. The first pitch is taken for a strike. His 29th home run, tied for 5th in the National League. 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. Crow Armstrong is the one that they figure will take away the MVP from Ohtani. But Ohtani making a late surge here. He's still got a full month and a half to try to have a say-so in that. Pitch is taken for called strike 2. Crow Armstrong from the Cubs. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani. Pitch, there's a line shot. Base hit, dropped. Oh, and the center fielder kind of pecks at it, and it gets away from him. So a comedy of errors is happening from both teams now. He kind of nonchalantly kind of grabbed the ball with a glove and kind of pecked at it. If you can see me on the camera and the ball just pecked out of his glove and went out of it for a few feet away, and Ohtani took the extra base. Thank you very much. Not a good play. Kind of tried to glove it. Maybe he had his eyes on Ohtani before he even got it in the glove. And now with a runner at second base, 1 out, up comes Freddie Freeman. So Carriage was the one responsible for that play in center field. Pitch is swung on and fouled back by Freeman. 0-1 the count. 8th inning, 1 on, 1 out. Freddie Freeman also having a nice night. 2 for 4 with a single, a double, 2 runs scored. So the 2 guys at the top of the order that you need to come through and contribute have been doing that for the Dodgers tonight. Thus, the 10-2 lead. 1-1 the count. That was high for ball 1. So Shohei gets a first 4-hit game of the season. Here's a shot down the left field line. It's going to go in the corner all the way to the wall. Shohei's going to cruise around third, laughing and giggling, scoring the 11th run for the Dodgers as Freddie Freeman does his own little dance on second base. How about that? Shohei and Ohtani trade positions. Ohtani leaves second. Shohei takes into the rounds third, scores the run, the 11th run, as that ball went all the way to the wall. Freddie Freeman standing up easily at second base. So now with that double, he is 2 shy of Wade Boggs in the 23rd spot. Freddie Freeman has 376. Wade Boggs 378 doubles. 2 shy in the all-time double list. Pages, another guy with a big night. 3 for 4, 2 singles, double, 2 RBIs. So those first 3 hitters of the Dodgers have really been coming through in tonight's game. The 0-1 pitch is taken outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes to Pages. The pitch is outside on the fastball for ball 2. Welcome in, Pat. Welcome into the channel. Good to have you aboard. So Pat's first time here saying hello to all of you. The pitch on the way is outside for ball 3 on the sweeper. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 the count. There's a check swing goes to the backstop. 3-2 now's the count. Shook has thrown 29 pitches in this game, last inning and this inning. He had a very easy last inning, and now he's getting initiated into this game in a rude way. Dodgers scored 1 run off him, not too bad compared to the other pitchers at what they've given up. 3-2 the count. 1 out, 1 on. Outside, nice discipline by Pages for not swinging on that one. A couple of times, more than a couple of times in the series against the Brewers, Pages swung and missed at that one. This time he shows discipline and is rewarded with a walk. Good. Doc Dave Roberts did have a meeting with his team about pitch selection. That was the number one thing he wanted to emphasize to them going into this game, and it has paid dividends. To 11 runs and 14 hits. Pitch selection. They should have, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If they'd only done that against Mizorowski and Henderson yesterday, I think that would have been a very different outcome to both of those games. The Dodgers helped out Mizorowski and Henderson swinging at bad pitches. That was Saturday and Sunday's game. So that's history. We're now in the present tense. Dodgers 11, Rockies 2, 2 men on, 1 out. Muncy to the plate. He hit a big 3-run bomb. And there's a shot. It'll be easy out, caught in the center field by Carriage for out number 2. So Dodgers haven't trailed once in this game. They got out with 1 run in the second. Then they scored 4 runs in the third thanks to a 3-run home run by Max Muncy. Took the 5-0 lead and never looked back. Betts to the plate. 2 on, 2 out. 8th inning. So, welcome in for Zerno. I believe you're in Singapore. So, if my math is correct, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 11 a.m. over there. There's a high fly ball waiting there in right field for the catch. Is Beck, and that'll do it for the Dodgers. The score, Dodgers 11, Rockies 2. So 11 a.m. in Singapore, and Farzano is joining us. Welcome in. Finally, we're actually winning. We can't win. Correct, 11 a.m. over here. You're right. Thank you very much, Farzano, for confirming that. Once again, thank you all for tuning into this broadcast. I'm fired up. Channel's starting to take off. 3,106 subscribers. If you're enjoying the broadcast, give it a thumbs up, would you? And maybe subscribe to the channel. I'll be here doing Dodger baseball for the rest of the season, giving it my all, like the only way I know how to. So I see that see my head right there? Right above there, that's 3,106 subscribers. I started the day at 3,083. So thank you. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned in, who are enjoying this play-by-play. I know I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Okay, pretty good. 23 new subscribers. Thank you all. Big gong to all of you. So, let's see who Doc's going to send out here in the 8th. He did go over and have a couple of words with Rojas. Not sure if he is asking him to go in there and pitch an inning. Let's see what's going to happen here. Vesia. Okay, now they're putting in Kike. So Kike is coming up, and Rojas is now out there. So that's what Doc was saying. Call is out there. So now Doc is, Dave Roberts starting to empty out the dugout. Evan Phillips is now the new pitcher on the mound. 0-2 record with a 5.25 ERA. So we got 3 new fielders behind Phillips. Very capable fielders. Zach Venn, now a pinch hitter coming in. He's new. First time up. Pitches high fly ball. Moving out there quickly. It's Muncy to not be able to get it. Let's see. I know I announced those 3 new Dodger fielders. Rojas has taken over at short. Call has taken over for Hernandez, Teoscar in left, and Kike has taken over for Freeman at first base. I would have thought he would have put Call in right just to pull out Tucker, and since he's had a bad day, no use in making it worse. But Doc knows more than me, so he chooses to give Teoscar the rest of the night off. Okay, so 0-1 the count. 11-2, Dodgers lead, 8th inning. 0-1 the count to Veen. The pitch inside on the hands for foul on the cutter, and it's 0-2. Welcome in, 33-66, 99-77. 0-2 the count is taken for strike 3. Nice fastball right at the knees, and Veen is left stunned and shaking his head, walking away. He still can't believe it, in disbelief. He's been punched out. They're always challenging. That's why he's walking slowly away. It wasn't out. Okay. Couldn't figure out why is he. That's the last challenge that they had anyways. Might as well empty the tank. And now the Rockies have officially no challenges left. There's 1 out in the 8th. That's what I was thinking, Farazan. I wasn't being sarcastic or facetious, trying to put him in to close out. But here's a pitch. It's a high fly ball. Back goes Pages in center. The warning track to make the catch for out number 2. So he gave it quite a ride. There was never any doubt in Pages' eyes that that ball was going to be caught. It was just a matter of where was he going to be at when he caught it. So 2 outs in the 8th inning. Fatigue management. Well put, JT. So Cole Carriage, 0 for 3, 2 ground outs. Had that little air mishap in center field that allowed Shohei to take the extra base, and he came around to score. It's been an off night for the Rockies all around. 11-2 Dodgers lead on 14 hits. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, broken bat. The bat flies. Freeman has to avoid it. He'll glove it, run over to first base for the out. Luckily, that bat didn't. That was Kike. Check that. Kike at first. Gloves it, runs over to first base, and that'll do it. Nice 1, 2, 3 out inning by Evan Phillips. The score after 8 complete innings. Dodgers 11, Rockies 2. And the Dodgers will now send up Kyle Tucker, Tommy Edman, and Alex Call. Call just coming into the game. So maybe that's why Roberts didn't pull Tucker, because he knew he had a up at bat coming up, wants to get him a hit and get his confidence back up. Let's see. Okay. Nice game. Nice game all around by the Dodgers. Giving you the totals in case you came in a little bit late here. Dodgers scored 1 in the second to get things started. 4 runs in the third thanks to a 3-run shot by Muncy. In the bottom of the third, Snell walked 3 guys to start the inning, and then he got a fielder's choice. That's how one of the runners scored. The run, that's their first run they got. In the 5th inning, Dodgers got 2 runs on a home run. That was a 2-run shot by, was it Shohei? Shohei got in there. Yeah, Shohei got the 2-run home run in the 5th. The 3rd inning, Dodgers got 3 more runs, another one in the 8th. This game hasn't been in any doubt at all. 11-2. Dodgers got 11 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error. Meanwhile, the Rockies have a 2-run, 2-hit, 2-error game for their totals. So Johnston now coming in, new pitcher to face Tucker. Tucker last time up there was first ball swinging and made out quickly before I could even announce the new pitcher. This time he takes a pitch from Troy Johnston. It's 0-1. Swung on second ball, backhanded nicely at third base by Castro, throws over to first for the out, and Tucker's done. So 1 out, 9th inning. So Tommy Edman coming in now. He's 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. The pitch is way inside. And the slider for ball 1. Okay, so now I see it. There's a pitch taken for a strike. The Rockies have Troy Johnstone out there pitching, normally an outfielder, so he's out there pretty much doing a Rojas impersonation. He got 1 out. He got Kyle Tucker, so adding insult to injury, Tucker makes out to a guy that's not even a pitcher. 0-2 the count. Way high to Tommy Edman. No, to Kike. Check that. Kike, sorry. Kike up there. There's a shot foul in the changeup. So how low has Tucker gone? As I show him in the back of the dugout in the darkness, he made out on the second pitch to Johnstone, the outfielder. It's not even a pitcher. Here's a pitch. It's swung on and a high, lazy fly ball out there in left to right field for the out, caught by Beck for the second out of the inning. And Tucker is beside himself with nobody around him, sitting on the top part of the dugout. Fiducia now. Pitch is high for ball one. I'd sit Tucker down. Give him some days off. What are you doing? I guess they're letting him play because he normally hits well on the road, but he's made 2 fielding errors. This pitch is way high and outside. You're right, Ferrazano. He hasn't even... the body language is horrible. This pitch is check swing by Fiducia. It goes foul. Count is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Tommy Edman at first. He got hit by a pitch. Sorry, didn't tell you that. So he's at first. So there's 2 outs. 1 on. And nobody is around as Kyle Tucker sitting on the top half of the bench. Not even on the bottom half, on the top half, all by himself. 2-2 the count to Fiducia. That was a ball. Pitch is way outside, so he walks Fiducia. And up, let's see if Shohei's coming up here. Should be. Yep. So, nope, there won't be a Shohei. This is Alex Call, looks like. No. What do we got? Oh, Rovert. So they got Rovert in there now hitting for Shohei. 0-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 on, way high. And the changeup for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 11-2 Dodgers lead. And they got Johnston in there, an outfielder pitching for the Rockies right now, trying to save some arms. The pitch is fouled away by Rovert. And the count is now 1-2. Pitch fouled away again on the slider. Count remains 1-2. Dodgers 11, Rockies 2. Pitch is way high. Good point for Zano. In fact, there were some people kind of smirking, saying, I bet you the Dodgers wouldn't mind trading Tucker for Conforto now. There's a ground ball hit sharply down to the second baseman. He gloves it. Does Tovar throws over to Rumfield for the out, and the Dodgers are done in the 9th inning. So not bad. Put a guy out there who's not even a pitcher, and he doesn't even allow in a run. So that'll do it for the Dodgers in the 9th. The score after 8.5. Dodgers 11, Rockies 2. And for the Rockies, last chance, last 3 outs to get back in this game. It'll be. Who's coming up? Waiting. Tell you that momentarily. Kyle was a waste of time and money. 33, 66, 99's laying it down. Speaking truth in the chat. Dodgers should have a simulated game and have Edwin Diaz pitch to Kyle Tucker. Okay, so 11-2. Dodgers got to get this win here, close it out, get back on the winning track after dropping 3 out of 4 games to the Brewers over the weekend. Brewers had the day off. Nice. Okay, 11-2. The Braves lost, so this will be good. Dodgers will catch them up on the loss on the win column. They both have 74 wins. Dodgers win tonight. That'll be their 75th. They'll pull ahead of the Braves. Brewers got 77 wins. They have the day off. And no kidding, look who's in there, Edwin Diaz. So winner, chicken dinner to Ferrazano, who suggested it to put Edwin Diaz in there. Pitch on the way is inside for ball 1. Give a big gong to Ferrazano for predicting that one correctly. Big gong to that guy. First pitch on the way is a ball 1. Next pitch is ball 2. So John Stone, an outfielder, and the Dodgers answer back with Edwin Diaz in this 9th inning. Pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply down, base hit. Can you believe that? So John Stone's not even a pitcher, doesn't give up a hit. And Edwin Diaz, first guy he faces, gives up a hit right away. That was Castro, Willie Castro, base hit. He's aboard. Pitch is taken for strike. You're right, he turned out to be a paper straw there, 33-66. Paper straw, not very effective after it's been in the water for a while, so it just slushed around and was turned into a wet straw that did no avail. Okay, 0-2 the count. Come on, Diaz, just throw it, get a strike over the plate here and get out, get your first out of this inning. Pitch is way low in the dirt and it gets away. I guess he hit him. So it hit him, it did hit him, and there's now 2 aboard. He had him 0-2 and he let him off the hook with a, let's see where the ball hit him at. Right there in the foot. Ooh, right there in the left foot to a left-hand hitter. So now you got 2 on with 1 out. Connor Norby coming up. There's no outs. Why is it? There's a high fly ball out to center field. Pages will make the catch and throw it in quickly with 2 on. Castro moves over quickly to third base. So we now got runners at first and third. I'm getting conflicting. I got one scoreboard saying got 2 outs. I've lost track. One saying, let's see, swung on and missed. Big swing. JT, he's trying hard to lose the game. 7 pitches Diaz has given up. He's got 2 men on. 1 out. There's a ground ball hit sharply down, base hit into center field, and in comes the 3rd run of the game for the Rockies. So 1 out, and 2 men on. And maybe they would have been best served throwing Rojas out there pitching, like Rockies sent out Johnstone. So 2 on. Now scores 11-3 in favor of the Dodgers. 1 out, 2 on. Edwin Diaz looking in. The pitch is low and in the dirt. Sullivan's to the plate. He's walked and sacrificed, fly out. Here's a high pop-up. Let's see if it's going to go foul. Muncy coming over, looking. It's back up into the photographer's well. So it's a 1-1 count. Dodgers 11. Rockies 3. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to this broadcast. A very successful broadcast for the Dodgers, leading 11-3. Here's a ground ball foul. If you haven't had a chance to hit the subscribe button, do that now, please, or even the like button. Thank you all for watching this game with me. Enjoyed bringing it to you. 1-2 the count to Sullivan. 2 on, 1 out. There's a ground ball hit sharply up the middle. It'll be through the shortstop Rojas, and now the bases will be loaded. Nicely picked up by Pajes in center field, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And it's just not working out for Edwin Diaz. Diaz having a few words with Kike over at first base. No action showing up in the Dodger bullpen. Not sure if Roberts is going to pull a Cole Irvin on Edwin Diaz. Those of you who remember how Roberts left him in the Boston series, and that started the 7-loss skid that they had. Tovar at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch swung on and missed. Okay, 1 ball, 1 strike. So he had that walk-off. Waldschmidt hit that walk-off home run in Arizona to beat him on a Friday night. Here's a pitch way outside. Then he came in the next night, got a double play of that to end the game. And then he goes in that other, what was that, against against, what was that series? He gave up 3 runs and they lost it in the top of the, I think that was Milwaukee, yeah. Gave up 3 runs to lose that game. It was on a Thursday night. He came in on the Friday night to get the win, or the save. That's right. Now I remember. Thursday, Friday. 3-1 the count. There's a foul ball, so now it's going to be 3-2. 1 out. Bases loaded. Tovar to the plate. Thank you so much, 504. Appreciate the subscribe. Appreciate the subscribe indeed. Thank you all. Big bang of the drum to y'all. 3-2 the count as he's fouled away again. Meanwhile, Diaz has thrown 19 pitches in this inning. Swung on. Uh-oh, there's a high fly ball. Oh, it'll be playable. Hold everything, waiting out there, making the catch as easily as Call, and a tag up and a run will score. So Diaz has now let 2 runs score in this inning, and it's now 11-4, but there's 2 outs now for the Rockies. Yep, you're right. John, welcome in, John Chan. Can Diaz please learn to play some defense? Diaz sucks. John Chan making his voice heard in the chat. Yoshi, go warm up. There's even Elliott calling for Yoshi to come in. That, no doubt, a having fun on the World Series when Yoshi ended the World Series closing out the games. There's a pitch way inside. Nice playback recall on that, Elliott. 1 ball, no strikes. Veen to the plate. Veen's second time up. He's 0 for 1. Rockies down to their last out. There's a ground shot, and it'll be hit all down the line in the corner in right field. Tucker will go and pick it up and throw it in. Meanwhile, how many runs score here? No, 1 run, so the Rockies get the 3rd run in the inning. All against Diaz. He started this inning. It's now 11-5. Runners at second and third. Roberts is still stony silence. Hasn't made a move. Diaz has thrown 22 pitches. There's 2 outs. Maybe Diaz is trying to let runs score so he can be in a safe position. Only thing I can figure. Maybe he's just letting these runs score so that'll put him in a save position. I say that kiddingly, sarcastically. The pitch on the way is a high fly ball, so this will do it. Hold everything. Tucker coming in, fitting that Tucker would end the game with a catch in right field. You couldn't script that better in Hollywood. So that'll end it. The score as the Dodgers win it. Edwin Diaz making the last pitch and Kyle Tucker making the last catch of that out. Can you believe that? Okay, final totals of the game as the Dodgers win it. Winning pitcher, Snell. He goes to 1-1 with a 3.60 ERA. Sagano is the loser. He falls to 12-6 with a 4.70 ERA. The Dodgers totals to win it, 11 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. Rockies, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. So an exhausting game to say the least. The game almost went 3 hours, 2 hours and 50 minutes for the Dodgers to have 11 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error. Rockies, 5 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. So that'll do it. From Coors Field in Colorado, thank you all for tuning in. How can the Dodgers feel good knowing they lost the series to Milwaukee and Arizona? You make a good point. Can't argue there. This is what the doctor ordered on the schedule, though, 33-66. Hopefully they'll win the next 2 games. They'll have a day off on Thursday, back home to LA and beat up on Pittsburgh, get 6 wins under their belt before they head on out on another road trip. So you're welcome, slow driver. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye, 5:04. Have a tremendous evening to all of you, to wherever you may be. For this game, I say turn out the lights. This game is over. Have a pleasant good evening to you, wherever you may be.
Play what crazy game does it to many great plays, and now it's time to turn out the lights. The game is over. Bid you a pleasant good night. Every evening, baby, turn out the lights again. The game is all over for you. Turn out the lights, game's over. You think you're kicking con, and you feel good for the game, and I don't like the game's over. He doesn't mean it.